I really like how like the full vibe of the channel, because first of all, I love her style, her illustration style, and she also makes comics. And every video is like super well crafted. There is a lot of detail in how she makes them. And she talks about different stuff. She talks about personal stuff. She makes like a concept video about, for example, drawing and roller skating with my friend. Another one about a holiday by the sea alone. And she brings you with her there. And she does it in a very nice way.
Hi everyone, welcome to What's on Your Feed. Today my guest is Giulia Sagramola. She's an Italian illustrator and cartoonist living in Barcelona, and she has a love for everything related to dogs, as you can see from her illustrations. Hi Giulia, thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure. I knew you were very much into the internet for a long time now, right?
Yeah, like I started being on the internet when I was 14 and now I'm 36. So I have a PhD maybe in the internet.
Yeah, it's like your whole illustration career is linked to the internet, right? Did you start on DeviantArt? Was that it?
Yeah. When I was in high school.
I remember those times. We're the same age.
Yeah.
So we were dealing with the modem at the same time.
Yes, and downloading MP3s one after the other very slowly.
Kids should really know this.
No, this makes us look very old.
It does. Let's just cut it. I'm gonna cut this.
This is one of my favorite YouTube channel. This is like a girl that is a mortician, and she explains you how to work with dead people.
A mortician is someone who works in a morgue? Wow.
Like I really love the concept, and that is a subject I am very interested about.
That is very interesting.
You wouldn't expect from my dogs illustration, maybe.
True. No, absolutely. I wasn't expecting this. This is fun.
I'm very interested about how in different culture people deal with death, and how according to religion or not religion, we can deal with both the moment of the death of the person, but also the mourning, and also in general dealing with the fear of death. And so she's amazing because she breaks a lot of taboos, and she shows you how very different is the approach to the death according to other cultures, and how Western culture probably lost a little bit the touch with death, and that's a problem. In Italy, especially in small towns, probably there is still more culture to stay with the dead when is dead, like the early hours or days. And I realized that that's not something to take for granted. Like other people also in Italy, in bigger city, they don't do that.
You mean the person stays at home for a few hours?
Yeah, and everyone can go say goodbye, and it's very weird, especially if you like when you are young, it's very unsettling to experience. But actually you realize when you did it once, you realize that it's very important for say goodbye to the loved one, and that helps to close a circle. And other culture, they don't have that, especially from what I'm understanding thanks to her channel. I think US doesn't have that, because they made like a full system of like a sort of business taking care of it. And so that creates a wound to heal that it's even deeper. I really recommend to watch her, because she has a lot of humor. She's super fun.
Cool.
And also I think it's very interesting to talk about it in the sense of like how to deal with that when you're not religious, because it's something that for me it's important. And I think people of our age will be probably not the first, but some of the first generation to have to take care of their deaths when there is no religion involved.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so interesting. I'm definitely going to check all of this.
I watch different languages YouTube channel because I'm Italian. I live in Spain. My husband is from US and I work for US a lot. And I really like to watch stuff in French. In general, I watch a lot of vlogs of illustrators, which I don't know why, because I mean, when you are an illustrator, honestly, you already live their life. So it's like maybe it's a little bit sick, because it's like watching a different version of yourself during their day.
Wow, yeah.
It's a bit weird, but I think I watch them in a reassuring way. Like I watch them when I work sometimes. So I have my Cintiq monitor where I draw, and on the side I have my laptop, and I keep YouTube on.
Great
and
company.
Those girls, those girls, they are my friends. They don't know me. They don't know anything about me. And there are some French girls that I follow. So Marie Boiseau, she's a great illustrator. So she talks about what she does during the day, what she likes. And she also brings you with her when she does lives on Twitch, or when she packs. And a lot of these YouTubers pack a lot of orders during the YouTube videos. And I watch them packing. Super relaxing. She has plants, she has a cat, and she does a pole dance. And so I watch her
cool. Yeah, just like all the facets of her life.
This is like one, for example, it's her sketchbook tour, which I think are the ones that I cannot watch when I work, because I want to look at them. And she gives like a little commentary about the sketchbook, which I really love. Like her work is very powerful when it's about the sketchbook, because she plays a lot in the pages. I really like her work. She does a lot of gouache as well, and she makes nice prints. And she packs the prints super cute.
And it's so personal, the sketchbook, specifically the sketchbook. It's such a personal item. I wouldn't be okay sharing mine.
I think it's very intimate. I hope she edits like some parts.
Totally. Well, it's beautiful, Giulia. Awesome.
Another one that I like, it's about dogs. It's called 슈앤트리, and it's a Korean channel, and they are dog groomers.
Oh, okay, cool.
This is for when you're sad and you had a very bad day. I love also the titles. Now they are in Italian, because my YouTube channel is set in Italian, but like they always have this silly title like, what thing is done? Or do you like me? Or the cutest dog in the world, or will be a surprise. It's like, who wrote this?
Yeah.
I love it. This is like how an episode looks. There is an introduction to the dog. They show him playing around a little bit and be super cute with the long hair. And then there is a moment in which they have to cut before washing, like cut some part that they don't need to wash. Then there is the washing, in which the dog is a little bit shaky sometimes, and in which they normally look like another dog. Like totally. Also, they do like a massage to the dog, and then this is like when it's all washed. I personally like them like this when they are all messed up, but then they cut them and they make them look like a sculpture, and they're gonna look like from a cartoon. It's just this.
Sorry, I can't concentrate with that face.
So cute.
It's lovely.
During lockdown, I watched a lot of this. Yes.
This is perfect. Do you have any dogs?
I used to have a family dog, but I don't have a pet myself. I always wanted, but before COVID, I traveled so much that I felt guilty to have a dog and not having the dog with me all the time. Now I'm considering to get one, but I always consider to get one and then I don't.
Because I assumed you had dogs.
Me too, I assume. I would like to have many dogs and cats and guinea pigs.
There should be a show there. It's like, instead of Tiger King, you'd be dog queen, like stuff like that.
Oh my God, I'm gonna become dog queen someday. They're gonna arrest me for having too many dogs.
Yeah. You need a show on Netflix.
Yeah, please. If this is the way you're gonna get a dog, let's do it. Okay, let's go with this. It's a beautiful, maybe you know the school because you make animation.
Oh, right. It's been a long time. French.
Yes. Bram, my husband, is a cartoonist, and we both sometimes share YouTube time. And he also a big fan of Gobelins. And we both like to watch their short animated movies. And there is everything in here. It's amazing.
This is all from the students, right?
Yes, these are all made by the students. You see their work, you are amazed. You want to cut your hands, don't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
become a dog groomer. Okay, there is this Italian girl that is vegan. She makes a little bit of some of it, of the Italian tradition of pasta cooking. She gives you good advice for making those things in a vegan way. They're short videos. Yeah, I think it's worth showing to international crowd that might want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't need to understand the Italian completely. Like if you follow her, you will understand. For example, this one, it's eating with €1. It's a very relaxed tone, very friendly. I also watch a lot of memes. This is my favorite meme channel, Unusual Memes. I like the humor of this specific channel. I like the combination of different type of humor and, I don't know, silly stuff. Stuff that is, it's a nice mix because it's like both cute stuff, like animals falling down or doing cute things, and then very messed up things, and then some gaming, but not too much gaming humor because I game very little and I understand more of gaming from memes than like I don't have that culture. For example, another YouTube channel I used to watch and I watch a lot, it's called Mimerman, and that's more video game. And I'm like, I know that these compilations are made by 12-year-olds. Not incel, or hopefully not incel. According to what meme compilation you can find, like, this some kids, I don't want to say hate, but they don't really get women, and so they have some resentment.
I hope they're 12. I hope they're not adults.
Yeah, so I like Unusual Meme because it's a more for me healthy mix of those things.
Yeah, it's well curated.
And in the end, they always show you a little cute video for ending the video, and it's always say something cute like, "Hey, not everything is in your control." Anyways, it's getting late. Good night.
Fun. Bye-bye message.
Yeah, like a little caress, like.
Yeah. Nice.
Then another funny thing, but I don't know if there is someone that understands Italian in your audience, but there is this guy that I really like from Italy that lives in Korea. He became famous on YouTube for talking about Korean stuff.
Right.
It's called Seoul Mafia, and he went to Korea when he was very young because he wanted to become like a K-pop idol.
Wow, like an international K-pop.
Yeah, this before BTS became a thing. He was probably already very much aware of all the idol culture, and so he wanted to become that. And he went to live in Korea, and he learned Korean, and he started working in like studying dancing, studying acting. He was hired by an agency that gave him space in a boy band, and they were training, and he tell you how crazy is the behind the scenes of this life. He told that at some point he left because he was burned out. Like basically they train all night, they do all the night work, and then they don't have a private life. Yeah, after a while he was tired, and so he decided to just stop doing that and working more like in TV for Korea. And he started also this YouTube channel to talk to us Italians about what's life in Korea. So he mixed some humor that all Italians can get, of like, for example, him showing some very Italian things to Korean friends, and the Korean friends commented, and it's super hilarious because like they see how weird we are, and normally people like from here people do the opposite. Normally they watch, I don't know, I used to watch a YouTube channel of people interviewing Japanese about stuff, and this is the opposite. They see us as the weirdo.
Sure.
And I really like that, to see how people see Italians
perceive us
in general. Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah.
And it's always I think it's healthy to remind you that you are
sometimes silly
like
things
not the center of the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I like that. And then I like when he shows you around Seoul, how he goes to try some weird food, and it's just delightful, and it's fun. He has a lot of humor. He's gay, and he has a lot of like gay humor that I love. So I recommend him.
Cool. And this also seems good for anyone who doesn't speak Italian but wants to. I feel like these channels are like what you should do to learn a language.
Yeah, in fact, I have a friend from Portugal that she was learning Italian with YouTube, and this I should tell her about this.
Sure.
Yeah, another YouTube channel. I don't know if you know Lynda Barry.
Oh yeah,
Lynda Barry is super inspiring to me. She's a teacher besides her book. She also has a YouTube channel where she shows the exercises that she does, shows you different ways to make a diary. She tells you, for now, for 5 minutes, you write what happened, 10 things that happened to you yesterday. Then write 10 things that you saw. And she has many of those type of diary exercises.
Creative stuff.
She motivates you. And for example, in her books, she'd say the same stuff, but maybe you read the book and you don't do the exercise. Yeah. But in this case, since she guides you, you really do it. Okay. I love Never Too Small. It's one of my favorite YouTube channel. I don't own a house and I will not buy a house soon. I don't have money to renew my house, but I love watching. Yeah, I love watching other people tiny houses.
This is the same that you do with dogs. You don't own one. You don't want to own one. But you watch other people's.
Yeah, I mean, probably this is meta, like what Mark Zuckerberg wants us to do. Like I'm already doing it on YouTube.
Yeah, you've been meta before it was cool.
Yeah. Never will be cool, I think. Probably other people talk about it, but it's ContraPoints.
Wow, I knew because on the second episode, a friend of mine talked about it. Really cool, really interesting.
Yeah, I find it the way like she analyzes things. I really connect with like how she sees things, and I really love to see talking about those subjects that I care about a lot in a very clear, analytical way, going on all the angles, and also talking about the paradox sometimes of the far left, and also how she explained very clearly what a fascist is. I really like her. I find her amazing.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Envy one.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. Like sometimes I keep them for a good moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to watch all of them because she doesn't make many during the year, of course, because she works them so well. Another thing about illustration and animation, it's BAM Studio. Maybe you know them, BAM Animation. They're 2 guys working in LA with animation studios, and they go through the professional way to be an animator, and they teach everything they know. So they're great. They really take the time to explain everything because they think that this type of information should be free and that college is so expensive in US that they want to give help to like a young wannabe animator to become more professional. So they explain theory, but also show you how they work. And they also give you little things to do, like assignments if you want. And you can send them a character and they're gonna take it and adjust it. They take the character drawn by a guy or a girl that send them, and they kind of improve it or implement it with their taste. For example, this one, it's about making Tarna characters. So they teach you how make the character and how create the full sheet, and then learn how to animate it, which is something like I would like to do. I'd never do, but I tell myself, one day I will watch this and I will do it, and I don't. But he's a guy that makes essays, and I didn't watch many because it looks like there is a ton of very interesting things. And again, I want to like take my time to give my full attention to this. Yeah, some of them, they're 2 hours long. We saw this trilogy about witches, which it's 3 videos of 3 hours long, and he's amazing, telling you the history of witches from the point of view of books and movies and animation. First, he goes through like an introductory history of witches, and then he tells you how pop culture and in general literature and culture talk about them and how that changed during the centuries or the decades. And it's amazing. Like I like witches, and I want to know the more possible about witches. So we make a list of those movies and we watch a few of the ones recommended. And I'm very glad I found it, because you might find stuff very like, I don't know, very specific that it might be a little bit taking longer to find without his recommendation. So really, really recommend it. Another thing I watch a lot on YouTube, but I don't want to recommend any channel because it's a little bit like, I wouldn't recommend to do, but I watch a lot of minimalist people on YouTube, which I don't know if you ever watch any, like people telling you basically how to get rid of all your stuff or how to make your house more white and gray and boring. And I don't know why, like maybe because I'm very different from that. I am fascinated by watching these people lifestyle. Yeah, like how they manage to get rid of stuff. I mean, I'm also interested in not wasting money, to buy stuff with quality, be eco-sustainable. I'm very interested about the sustainability, anti-consumeristic culture. So that's something that we overlap with. But then I don't get how people can live without having nice prints in their house or beautiful comic books or everything gray and white, because if they have some color, they get anxious. And so when I bored, like instead of smoking a cigarette, I watch these people talking about how they decorate their white room apartment with gray stuff.
Instead of a cigarette.
Yeah, it's my cigarette.
It's not healthy for you, but you do it.
It's unhealthy, but you need to do it for relaxing.
So there's no one channel in particular. It's just a topic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a topic. There is actually a channel very particular that I watch, but I don't recommend it because it's really like...
you wouldn't recommend smoking to anyone, so...
Yeah, don't smoke. Like what cigarettes? Yeah, what brand of cigarette would you recommend to someone? You don't want them to smoke.
Yeah, totally. You made your points.
The two one left that I would like to recommend are two of my favorites. Okay, let's start maybe with the more hardcore, and then we end with something cute. I really like the guy of All Gas No Breaks. I don't know if you watched it.
Yeah, Channel 5.
Yeah, Channel 5. I am very interested in general about United States as culture, and since I work for them a lot, I learn more while working for example, for the newspapers or magazines. You learn a little bit about the political stuff, and then my husband is from US, so we share conversation about the country, and I'm interested in general about politics. So US, it's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess.
But it's a fascinating mess.
It is, yeah. I don't even know what to talk about. I'm so impressed. Like the Q conference.
The QAnon, it's crazy. Yeah. It's maybe the craziest.
That woman that's on the thumbnail, she talks about all her family stopped hanging out with her because of the QAnon thing. And it's so fucked up. She put herself in that position. That's so weird. Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. That's interesting and also saddening because you see what happens because of the system of social media and fake news. What can happen? It's crazy. Yeah. This is not the internet we grew up with.
No, it isn't.
I miss the old internet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's end with a nice one. That it's this other French YouTuber that I watch. She's called Spénale. I follow many bloggers. So I follow Furry Little Peach. I follow Franerd. I follow Lig Elixon, Maggie Studio. A lot of people but she's. I really like how the full vibe of the channel, because first of all I love her style, her illustration style, and she also makes comics. And every video is super well crafted. There is a lot of detail in how she makes them, and she talks about different stuff. She talks about personal stuff. She makes a concept video about, for example, drawing and roller skating with my friend. Another one about a holiday by the sea alone, and she brings you with her there, and she does it in a very nice way. And also I roller skate too since last year, so I connect with that too, because they all roller skate. Cool. And you see she had little drawings while she talks about stuff. She prepares a lot for doing her videos, and I really appreciate how she does it. Also, these are the sketchbooks. If you check her Instagram, it's crazy how she can be very different according to the project she wants to do. Sometimes she looks more like anime. Sometimes she's more like French children book stuff. I really enjoy watching her videos, and they are in French, but I think they can be very understandable and pleasant even without understanding what she says.
This is beautiful.
I was doing the same with blogs. Like I was talking about my life, showing my illustrations, making little diary comic about my life. And so I thought maybe I would be a YouTuber now if I would start now, for example. Like I would like to share my daily life with people. I also thought to do it, but I've been filming myself, but I didn't manage to find a way yet. But maybe someday I will find a way.
Cool. So this was the last channel, right?
Yeah.
Can we go to the top 5?
Yeah. Spénale, the blogs, ContraPoints.
ContraPoints, nice.
Never Too Small, 슈앤트리, the dogs.
The dogs.
And I would go with Lynda Barry because they are very interactive. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, Giulia, thank you so much for doing this, and I'll see you next time.
Yes, I hope to see you soon. Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
I do have 2 dogs. I'll show them to you.
You have 2 dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's an insult to someone that doesn't have any that you have 2. Like, I kind of hate you now.
It's so expensive to have these dogs. It's so troublesome. They eat a lot. They fart all the time. They poop in the way. So don't be jealous. It's fine.
Give me one if there's such a pain. Give me one.